Hey guys, welcome back to the channel where I cover missing persons, unsolved cases, crime news, and more. Thanks to KTVB7, we have learned that Stacey Wondra was just sentenced for crimes committed prior to the Michael Vaughan case. And also Stacey, her husband, or I don't even know if they're still together. So this just came across my news feed and I wanted to go through it with everyone. And I plan on doing also a further video covering Brandon and a few of the others. But this one here, I'm just going to talk about the Wondras a bit. And they disgust me to no end. So this was just posted today. As you can see, it was posted late this afternoon. So that would have been after, 5 o'clock my time. So I'm in the Eastern time zone. So Payette County, Idaho. New information on the woman originally charged in connection with the disappearance of Michael Vaughan. Stacey Wondra will serve between 3 and 7 years in prison on 2 state charges that are unrelated to Vaughan's case. Now, this is really good news, and this is another reason why, as much as we are anxious for the DA's office to push forward with charges against any of these suspects, persons of interest in Michael's abduction, but this is a good reason why they don't have to, because the Wondras, they've already dug their own holes, see? So there's no rush as far as that's concerned. The only two that we have to really deal with are Brandon and Adrian, and potentially any other names that there's a couple other ones that have been brought up. But let me continue to go through the article here so we can see everything that happened today in court. Court records show Wondra pleaded guilty to aggravated assault and destruction, alteration, or concealment of evidence. These crimes occurred in April of 2022. Wondra also faced a federal gun charge, but that was dropped yesterday because she was prosecuted for the state charges. Let's see. She remains in the Payette County Jail awaiting transfer to the Idaho Department of Correction. Sure, that'll be a comfy accommodations for her. Authorities said these charges are not related to Vaughan's case. Of course, most of us know that, but they want to make sure that's clear. Wondra was originally charged with failing to report a death in connection to Michael Vaughan's disappearance, but that charge was dropped this spring. Now, without prejudice, we have to remember that, okay? She was originally arrested in November of 2022 after Fruitland police say investigators determined she may have known about Vaughan's death and failed to report it. Investigators searched the Fruitland home she shared with her husband, Stacey, after receiving a tip that Vaughan's remains may be there. But the search turned up nothing. Fruitland Police Chief J.D. Huff told KTVB he believes Vaughan's remains were buried there and were later removed. Vaughan, who went missing in July of 2021, has yet to be found. Wondra's husband, Stacey, was just sentenced to federal prison on Wednesday, November 1st, after pleading guilty to a federal charge of unlawful possession of a firearm. He will serve another 4 months on top of the 17 months he has already spent in custody. He will serve out that time in the Ada County Jail under the U.S. Marshals Service custody. These charges are also unrelated to Michael Vaughan's case. Again, that doesn't matter though, because they are in jail. They're going to be in prison serving these charges, and as we know, we are getting justice from Michael very, very soon. So again, these are not related to Michael's case. However, they are very important because neither one of these individuals, I'm going to be very careful with how I word this, these suspects, these alleged abductors, alleged kidnappers, I personally believe they're totally involved, of Michael Vaughan. They aren't going anywhere. And I really firmly believe that once the grand jury meets and they read all the evidence, that I believe there'll be charges pending for Stacey Wondra, for Sarah Wondra, and as well as 2 or 3 or maybe more others. But I definitely believe the Wondras are involved with Michael's abduction. I believe that they know exactly what happened to him. Remember, J.D. Huff, Chief Huff, stated he was in their residence. And it makes me sick. It just makes me sick to know that these are 2 of the people that are involved with taking little Michael, little monkey, away from his loving family. So I'm going to be doing another video probably this weekend, and I'm going to go through all of the persons of interest, at least the 4 or 5 that we are quite aware of, and 4 of them we've discussed here on the channel before. And I'm going to try to go a little more in depth, and I'm going to actually call out 2 of them. I know I'm a little channel, but you know what? Any and everything I can do to keep Michael's name out there and to get the tips. And if one of these 2, or anyone who knows, individual that knows anything about what happened to Michael, you need to come forward. Remember, the first to talk gets the better deal. You're probably not going to walk, but I'm pretty sure you're going to get a much better deal. All right, well, that's all I've got for this one. I hope you have a great rest of the day, and most of all, stay safe.